Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you tonight. It's the man, the legend, the one and only Dr. Aaron George. Today he'll be talking to us about one of the most intriguing aspects of the human body, the cardiovascular system. Please give him a warm round of applause. Woo! Dr. Aaron George. Good evening, Doc. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. It's great to see you again. I see you've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, I had to cut down on my weight after my last heart attack. What are you here to talk about today?
Well, I'm here to talk about several things. First, I thought I'd give a brief overview of how the cardiovascular system works.
Cool.
So, the cardiovascular system, or the circulatory system, is where the heart and all its little buddies are located. It's closely related with the respiratory system and works with multiple organs and systems to bring blood and oxygen to every part of the body. The heart is the main organ in the circulatory system, and you can see its importance in its location. It's protected by the ribcage and the sternum. The heart has many different components. The biggest vein and artery are attached to this pump, which contains several different chambers. The functions can be seen on the next slide. This is the actual cycle of the blood moving through the heart, and you can see how it is interpreted by an ECG. Types of ECGs, from healthy to different abnormalities, can show signs of problems with the heart.
Well, audience, you know what that means. It's time for some trivia. Some random contestants have been chosen to compete with Dr. George, and based entirely on my judgment, whoever will win will receive a brand new car. Now let's meet the contestants.
Hi guys, I'm Ming. I'd just like to say, Dr. George, I'm extremely honored to be here.
I'm Yash, and I'm a huge fan. I even have a tattoo of you on my arm.
Okay, that's kind of weird, but let's get to the game. So whoever slaps the table first after I finish the question and gets the answer right will win a car. Okay, let's begin. So the first question is, what happens during a heart attack? Well, Dr. George, it seems like you were the first one to slap. So what's your answer?
Well, you see, when you have a heart attack, it's usually because you just had a steak or something like that, and while you're digesting it, it sort of bumps against your heart, which kind of freaks it out, and it'll just sort of like freeze up, and that is a heart attack.
Wait a second. Are you sure about this? Isn't it actually? A heart attack occurs when the cholesterol plaque forms in the coronary arteries. Coronary arteries is a network of blood vessels surrounding the heart muscle and supply blood with rich oxygen. When the cholesterol plaque becomes hard, blood clots start to form and blocking the blood flow from the arteries. Within a short period of time, lack of oxygen supply causes death of heart muscle cells, which leads to permanent injury of heart muscle.
So Ming, you're technically correct, but since Dr. George slapped first, it won't count. Next question. What are the next steps as the heart cycles between contraction and relaxation? Once again, Dr. George gets the answer.
So, you see, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. The correct answer is...
First, both sets of chambers are relaxed and the ventricles are filled passively. Second, atrial contraction forces a small amount of blood into the ventricles. The first phase of ventricular contraction then pushes AV valves closed, but there isn't enough pressure to open the semilunar valves. Next, ventricular pressure exceeds the pressure in the arteries, causing the semilunar valves to open and blood to be ejected. Lastly, as the ventricles relax, the pressure falls and blood flows back into the semilunar valves and snaps them closed. The process then repeats.
Okay, so while Yash is correct, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and Dr. George makes a really good point about that. so we'll award him the point. And I guess we have a winner, the undefeated trivia champion, Dr. George.
Oh yeah, that's right. I want you guys pretty much are useless. I clearly know this so much better than you. What's wrong with you?
And it looks like we have just enough time for our last segment, Dr. George.
Ah yes. I'd like to talk about cardiac arrest. So, cardiac arrest is the abrupt stop of blood circulation in a person and is caused by the heart's inability to pump effectively. Cardiac arrest occurs when part of the heart is starved of oxygen. The heart is stunned because it does not have enough oxygen to pump blood through the body, and without blood getting to the brain, the person quickly goes unconscious and stops breathing. Without treatment, the person will die. The most effective way of treating cardiac arrest is through CPR. CPR is a combination of chest compressions and breaths to continue the flow of oxygenated blood. This keeps oxygenated blood getting to the brain in order to keep the person alive until either they have come back to consciousness, you are unable to continue performing CPR, or emergency help has arrived.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. George, and you have been an excellent guest. How convenient. An audience member is pretending to have a cardiac arrest so Dr. George can demonstrate.
I don't think he's pretending. I think he's... Do something!
That's all the time I have. Thanks for having me, Antonio. How to get CPR?
Okay, I'll take care of this.
Get out of the way. Glad I could be of assistance. Saving lives is what I live for.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Tune in next time.